My name is Thavanesh. Like yourselves, I am a bookworm from the district of Johor Bahru and from the school SMK Sultan Ismail. I take great pride and dignity in being the representative of my school. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a deeper dive into my life. Being the first child in my family, it is often not easy to be the one that has to play the role of most mature, most trustworthy, or most reliable. The expectation to be the manifestation of perfection, although weighs heavily on my shoulders, throughout these years, I have been giving it my best to fulfill these so-called family roles within my family. The facade I had to play in my younger days has definitely left an imprint within me. What was a character then is now a part of me, and oh, how so thankful I am for that. The result of this attitude is the discipline I have achieved, discipline that gives me a great amount of credibility among my teachers and peers. Enough patting myself on the back, let's move on to the topic of today's video. Before I begin, I would like to quote J.K. Rowling, who once said, "If you don't like to read, you haven't found the right book." When you find that first epic read, I must say, ladies and gentlemen, it is truly a most joyous experience, and you begin wondering, why haven't I been doing this before? And the book I have been able to share that very experience is Personal Power, written by Dr. Eric Godry and Professor Charles Spielberger in the year 1995. Well, judging by the cover of this book, you may think, what is so interesting about this book? Well, it looks quite normal, and boy did I make that same mistake. But that's when I noticed this book has been lying on my father's shelf for around 8 years, and I haven't been touching it. Well, what made me realize, you may ask? And that is the year 2020. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a rewind all the way back to 2020 when, quite frankly, it was extremely an uneventful year and we were all looking for something to do. And what was it at that time that gave us a purpose? That is self-improvement, ladies and gentlemen. Yup, that's right. I hopped on the bandwagon of self-improvement. And that's when I noticed this book, really. 8 years sitting on my shelf, and I finally noticed it. And that's when I picked it up and gave it a read. And boy, how thankful I am. Personal Power is a book that teaches you about the art of personal worth. It's about realizing what you're truly capable of and realizing how purposeful you truly are. We all have those days when we're thinking, boy, I feel quite worthless, and we're downing 2 bags of chips and watching movies all day. It's all right. It is quite normal. We all have those days. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is about what we do after that counts. It is about realizing that, oh my, I feel purposeless. There is no purpose to my existence. And doing something about that, that is true self-improvement, ladies and gentlemen. The meaning of self-improvement throughout the years, especially on social media platforms, has truly been diminished. Self-improvement has merely become a way of generating income. That is not what this book is. This book is true self-improvement, ladies and gentlemen. It is not one of those videos in YouTube that nitpicks your laziness, but this is the book that gives you the tools, the golden path for you to become a better person in society, a better version of yourselves. This book truly is a spiritual journey, ladies and gentlemen. A spiritual journey that I would like to describe in the words of the video game character Zenyatta, that allows you to experience tranquility. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever experience one of those days where you're feeling worthless ever again, I suggest to you, ladies and gentlemen, please do pick up this book. and it is a great read for anyone who is aspiring to be a better person. And that is all from me, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thavanesh, and this is Personal Power. Thank you.
Yes, yes.